Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the 25th tour of my server. I'm going to run around and show you everything that's been going on over the past week. We're just going to stay up top here on this smooth stone level for a split second, run around and show you the things that's changed in this area. But I've been working on something different over the week, so I'll show you what I've been doing the majority of my time. This area right here, let me eat some carrots. But this area right here, I went ahead and covered over this building right here, so this will eventually be turned into something I can use, or maybe a farm in this area. Great views. A creeper blew me up, so I lost one of my copper blocks. But that's okay. I went caving a little bit and got some more copper that I just need to turn into the blocks. But it's a rough look right now. It's just a square, but it's showing me where I want a building. So we'll keep looking around. I had put in this bridge linking up these two walls, and since I ran out of the copper over there, I was just playing around with different colors, and I put in this sandstone. So you have to tell me what you think about the sandstone. Personally, I think the sandstone looks really good with the wood blocks that we're using. I think it looks really good with the moss and the soul sand. I think it can work in smooth stone, but I think it might be clashing with the quartz. And my the other option is the copper blocks. I think it goes well with the wood block. I think it goes well with the quartz block, and I think it goes well with the stone block. But I don't think it goes well with the moss blocks. In particular, I think those two colors are kind of similar in the green family, but just in a different shades of greens, I guess, is how I see it. So just to get everybody's opinion on what they think looks better. Do they like the sandstone or do they like the copper? Both of them, I think, have things that make them more appealing to me, and then things that make them less appealing to me, as I just went over. And I'll jump down here to show you what the bridge looks like. So a small arch, and then it arches back over to this side, and then it's just a plain bridge, which I didn't. In my head, I imagine it being this intricate, beautiful bridge, and it still might become that at some point, but I was really liking the way the dark oak logs looked, and I didn't really want to add too many more blocks in there before I kind of nailed down the final look of this area. So, as I've said previously, I think that this is all still a work in progress, and to get this theme completely fleshed out, I'll probably take a lot more episodes, but I definitely am liking the direction that this is going, the wall theme for this area in particular, better than I like the houses. I like the houses up here, but I also like separating the two, so having houses down here and then having the wall theme up here. So I like the direction it's going, but I still have to nail down all the blocks that would look good in the Legends area. What I've been working on the most over the past week is this down here. I remember showing the egg spawner in the last tour, and I felt it was time to take a look at the egg area. So I came up with this. Varied the house, so it still has the same blocks, but as you can see, because I had a surplus of the bricks, I switched the textures, vice versa. So I put the granite as the trim, and I put the bricks as the majority of the block, which I don't know if I'll keep. There is a lot of red in this area. This wall right here kind of clashes a little bit, I think, but eventually I want to do something with it. Maybe add some wood in there and make it jagged like the cobblestone layer. I think would give it some texture and make it not look so plain. But changing the way the chicken farms or the chicken farming area looks, I wanted to add some coops in. So maybe do a couple more coops like this and pens, and then just put our chickens in, free range chickens, and they're very happy chickens. They live in a very quality place. You got little bushes for bugs to go in that the chickens can eat. You got some weed over there that might be bugs or something would go in and the chickens can eat. Moss. Bugs would probably be in the moss and the hay and in the leaves. So the chickens are very happy here. They have a little place to get in out of the weather if it gets bad weather. Not overcrowding the chicken coops. So there's probably 20 chickens in here. So the idea would be to make a couple more of these in this area. I saved our farmer or whatever he is. Leather worker. I saved our leather worker and eventually let him free to run around. But this new floor, put some granite in it or some diorite to kind of help you transition into the quartz block. I'll probably take a lot of this out right here and put in another chicken coop back there and some more dirt. So then when you walk in, you see your chickens right there. You come around the corner, maybe a chicken coop right there. And as you're walking through this area, you'll just be surrounded by chickens. You'll know where you're at. You'll know the items you can get in this area because it's heavily chicken themed. With this diorite though, I spread it around like I would do all the other textures, but I'm kind of thinking that I use the diorite as the like in AAA video games, they use colors to direct the player into areas of interest or areas to keep them on the main quest. So I know for the Uncharted series or the Last of Us series, they use yellow. So you'll see like an off-colored yellow item or something yellow indicating to the player the direction to go. So I might use the diorite in that instance where the majority of the path or the flooring would be these three textures, the andesite, cobblestone, and gravel. And then I would sprinkle the diorite in the directions of staircases or in the directions of farms, maybe the entrance to this farm. And the chicken area will stop right here. So everything in this area will be for chickens. And then when you come around and you get to this side, we'll work out a cow area. So this area in here will probably be for cows. And then the area back here will be for sheep. So this is the old style of how I was doing everything. The colors, the themes, and then this would be the newer style. Still haven't put a roof on there, but instead of using the walkway up like this underneath, I just branched out and put kind of like a balcony little lag, a balcony that extends out. Put in some windows eventually, maybe more decorations, maybe have some smoke coming from the top of the chimney or something. But I think this area is going to go through a pretty big change, but maybe make it a little more cozy, a little more friendly for the animals, and to help the player know what area they are in. Excuse me. We'll go into this building right here, and the idea for this building is to have eggs always on hand in this chest, and to have cooked chicken and feathers in this chest. So behind both of these would be in the imagination world, you would have farmers and villagers going out collecting eggs or picking up chickens that were to keep populations in, check, so then you don't have too many chickens in an area that could tear up the area or be harmful to the healthy younger chickens. So you'd want to move out all the older chickens. That sounds horrible, but I think that's how the healthiest way to do it is to conserve your chickens. And since Minecraft doesn't have many good alternatives for food other than meat and golden carrots, which I do eat a lot of golden carrots. Like I said in the beginning, I eat a lot of, or I went caving and I got a lot of gold, so I was able to, get back on my carrot game. But gold runs out. I might not go caving for a couple of weeks, and I don't need an alternative food source. So chickens and cows and sheep would feel that need. And in real life, I do eat a lot of meat products. The full periodic table. Not the periodic table, the food table, like the food chart, the triangle, that shows, grains, oats, breads, and that's meats, fish. That's in my diet. I like the entire food pyramid is what they call it. So, personally, I like chicken and steak and all that stuff. But just doing or trying to make my Minecraft world a representation of how, if I was a multi-billionaire, how I would conduct an island would be how I'm conducting Comet City. If that doesn't make sense, it makes sense to me. So, but yeah, keep some healthy chickens, and then the chickens that are old and dying will get brought into here and magically turned into chicken food or food that people can eat. And then over here, this is where the villagers would bring the eggs from the crops. So you would have an egg market right here, and then a chicken market right here, or a chicken chest and an egg chest. And that is the idea for this area. So the idea for this area is to have animals, free-range animals, walking around, to make it nice, and then to have a centralized building where you can get the products from that animal. For chickens, it would be feathers, chicken, and eggs, and for cows, it would be leather and steak. So there'll be an area over here that would supply leather and steak, and then for the most part it would just be free-ranged cows that were able to move around. Free-ranged in a pen, but free-ranged and not like in a, like, we're not going to close up that box and keep 50 chickens in there. They're able to get out. They're happy chickens. They just live in this little chicken world and do their chicken things. They're all happy. Look at them. Even though it's raining, they like the rain. It brings out some more of the, the bugs. You got maybe some worms over here. That's why those 2 chickens are in there just looking for, checking out the worms. They're coming over here because occasionally I'll feed them. But yeah, they love being outside. They like the roaming around. They like their new habitat that they're in. And we're going to add a couple more habitats in here for the chickens. And then we have our nice leather worker over here that will tend to it. And when there's egg overflow, he'll take the eggs up there and put them into the one chest. And when there's a chicken that is sick and dying, he'll throw them on the cooker and cook them. And then when we come over, we'll have chickens to eat, and we'll have eggs and all that stuff. But this is dark. About to go on a dark turn, but it just popped into my head. So as a benefit for living here and taking such good care of our chickens, we eat their old and sick. I'm sorry. Okay, moving on. But that's what I worked on this week. I really like the way this area looks from down here, with the bricks behind it now. It looks like a lot thicker of a wall, and just adding new areas to old, or new blocks and new colors to old area really changes the look of like the outcome of the whole project. That was it for this week. Just a chicken tour and a question about what blocks y'all like better on the smooth stone wall, whether it be sandstone or copper, either or. Thank you for watching. Had a great week. The Super Bowl is today, I think. This is Sunday, so the Super Bowl is today. So I don't really know who's playing, but maybe we sit down and watch it and see how that goes. But yeah, I had a great week. I hope you had a great week, and I hope to see you in the next tour. Thank you. Bye.